Hello all, welcome to Leo421, and today I have a very special presentation that I'm going to be installing Ubuntu 20.04. Yes, and that's what this video is going to be all about, so let's jump in here. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is open up a computer. It can be anything. Here, I'm going to... This is the laptop screen you're seeing right now of my laptop here. This is running Debian 9 Stretch. So, let's get that out of the way. And the first thing you want to do is go on your computer. Let's get out of here. And open here. Why is Chrome not showing? There we go. Okay, so what you're going to want to do now is go to the Ubuntu website, which is ubuntu.com. And if you're installing Debian like what I have now, that would go to debian.org for that. So let's go here. I see the home page. And I have something that says Ubuntu Enterprise Developer Community and Download. You're going to want to go to Download. Now, there is a new one, 21.04, but that's really not my personal thing because it doesn't have the Tiger desktop, so I'm just going to go with 20.04, and I already have it in my files, so I'll just get out of that. So let's go back here. I'm going to switch back to my main screen and show you what Rufus is, and this is what we'll be using to create the bootable USB stick. So here I'll go to Rufus, and here is the website. This is what it looks like. This is how we're going to be creating the bootable USB stick. So you're going to download the portable, not just that one, because portable you can download Windows images too. So yeah, so let's use Rufus. I'm going to switch here and open up Rufus. So I'm going to pause for a second. Okay, now you see my desktop background here. So let's open up here. And this is what Rufus looks like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in that USB stick here. I'm going to have to unplug my computer thing so I have enough room to plug in that USB stick. Now, one thing I will mention, here I will turn on the camera. Okay, so this is what a bootable USB stick looks like. Mine is a Memorex. That's what it looks like. Mine's a Memorex. And that's basically what they look like. You can get different ones. Mine is just a Memorex, as you can see. So now I'm going to plug that into the computer. You hear a little chime. So let's get rid of that. And head back here. You can see my cursor again. So now you'll see it says the name. So now I'm going to select here from my files and select Ubuntu 20.04, the ISO that we downloaded. And I can rename this. I'm just going to name it Ubuntu 20.04 LTS. And what LTS is long-term support. So this will last another 5 years, really. So let's change this to 8192. Use MBR FAT32 BIOS UEFI. Okay, UEFI, and no persistent partition size. So I'm going to click Start, and it's going to ask me write an ISO image. Yes. And it's going to say warning, all data will be erased. Yes. I want to click OK, and there we go. It's doing its process. So I will pause now, and yes, one thing I do want to mention, Facebook Game Room. today is the last day, the last few minutes Facebook Game Room will be here. The last day is June 30th. And what is today? Today is June 29th. Correct? Yes. So tomorrow, the 30th, is the last day that will be supported. Okay, so I'm going to pause. This shouldn't take long. It takes maybe 5 to 10 minutes. I will pause and meet you right back here when this is done. And just a quick update here. No, I don't want OBS. Look how fast this is going. It's only been a minute now, and it's already at 51. Yeah, pretty fast for something like this. Like, I thought it would take forever. Alright, I'll meet you back here when this is done. Okay, here we go. This is finished. I actually timed it. It took 7 minutes and 47 seconds for this to complete. Very quick, very nice. Again, it was just very quick. So now I'm going to close this out, go back into OBS. I'm going to pause here, take out the USB stick, and then you'll hear that noise. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug my USB stick into my laptop. Now you can't see this because for whatever reason the capture card on mine doesn't capture like what is happening until I switch displays, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and plug this in. I have to take this out. There we go. So now it's plugged in, and as you can see here, plug this back in, and come on. Oh, they both don't fit. Darn it. Okay, so I'm gonna have to plug it in to this side. There we go. Now I can just plug here. And now I'm gonna power on my computer. Mine's an HP. So whatever yours happens to be. Power on. And press ESC. Okay, so yeah, now you're going to see my Debian screen again. And it's frozen because I had it turned off. So now I'm going to power on my laptop. Press F9 to change the boot device order. And yes, for some reason, I'm not sure why it doesn't show up. I think it's a glitch, just the way it works. Sometimes I have to do, secure boot. I don't know, sometimes it has technical problems. I honestly don't know what they are. Okay, now you can't see this, but I do have a screen that says GNU Grub version 2.04. And I'm just gonna basically press to enter where it says Ubuntu on the very first option. And now Ubuntu is starting up, and I should be able to see it any second now. I get an HP logo, there we go, with an Ubuntu logo. And that means that our USB flash was successful. And now it's going to check disks. I skip it by pressing what it tells me to do. So let's take a look if it'll let me. I know sometimes. There we go. Got it. Sometimes it delays. I honestly have no idea why it does that. But that means it is starting up. Always a good sign when I see that. Okay. Good sign. That just went away. And there we go. Got that little chime. And now I see something here. You actually can't see this just because the way Ubuntu works. I have a welcome screen that says try Ubuntu or install Ubuntu. But just for the sake so I can get this to work, I'm going to press try Ubuntu. And then it takes a second, it does that. It gives me an HP logo for a second. And there we go. Now I'm gonna fix the display real quick. And ta-da, there we go. Okay, success. Great job. So now I see the activities menu where I can check out all my apps, but I'm not gonna do that right now. But before we do anything, I'm definitely gonna get into the installation. Now I have 3 options where I could click install. I'm gonna click it right here. I could click install Ubuntu here, or click the activities menu and basically click applications and find the app in here. And you'll see there's a bunch of other apps that I could do. But just for the sake, I'm just gonna do it here. I'm gonna click here on the install app, and then I get a little chime. And here is the welcome screen. So the first thing I'm gonna do here, I see a welcome screen. And the very first thing I'm gonna do is select the English language. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that and click continue. And my keyboard layout is just gonna stay default English US, English US. Okay, so now I see a few options for internet. So I could connect to networks. This is going to be blurred out. So I'm going to select my internet, which is here. And then enter my super secret password. And there we go. Now I'm going to see my internet here. And look at that. My printer has already added. Look at that. Continue. Okay, updates and other software. So yes, I'm gonna do a normal installation, not a minimal installation would be if you're just like installing it for a few minutes, like if you're doing it on a virtual machine or something like that. And I'm gonna do third-party software. So pretty much every option except the minimal. Continue. And this might take a second, so I'll pause here. Okay, that just took like 45 seconds. I'm not sure why, but now I have the opportunity to say what my installation type is going to be. So I'm going to select, this computer currently has multiple operating systems on it. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to do erase disk and install Ubuntu. And install now. Okay, so now it's going to ask me if I want to write the changes to the disks. Yes, I do. Okay, so now it's going to ask where am I located? And let's take a look. Is there anywhere closer to that? And I guess I'm just gonna choose, oh, that's weird, look, oh. Kind of more down here. Okay, I guess that'll do. Los Angeles. Okay, so here is where I can say my name, my computer's name, a username, password, and confirm. So this will all be blurred out. So here we go. I'm just going to type my name. And it already knows that I'm on a HP laptop. Just get rid of that. Oh, I like that town. I like that little noise. And now I can choose a super secret password. And we just make sure, because I know a couple of keys on this keyboard I have to press multiple times. Okay, there we go. And I would not recommend choosing login automatically, because that would be pretty unsecure. If I were you, I would just say require my password to log in, just to be safe. And there we go. We are installing Ubuntu right now. So right now I could, while I'm waiting for this to install, I could still use this operating system. Look, I can open my files, or, well, I don't really have, well, I wonder if the, does the tweaking tool come with it, or GNOME tweaks, whatever? Not sure if it does. I don't think it does. I think on the new Ubuntu you have to install it manually with the terminal. So here, see, I see all my apps. I can open LibreOffice Writer. And I don't like tips of the day. And yes, I believe this is a version behind, believe it or not. Let me take a look. Yeah, it is 6.4. I believe 7 is I think 7.0 is on the newer one, but I honestly like the older ones better. And this bar right here for the document, that little angle thing, I just go to view and get rid of it. Or not status bar. Where do I go to get rid of that? Text boundaries. There we go. So now I can just type anything. Welcome to Ubuntu 20.04. And if I wanted to save that, I could, but I'm not going to save. Okay, so I'll just scroll through these really quick and pause the recording. I can take my music with me, Rhythmbox, Spotify, and VLC. I can have fun with photos. The included software is Shotwell Photo Manager, and there's supported software GIMP Image Editor or Shotcut Video Editor. Make the most of the web. So what I could do is automatically Firefox web browser and Mozilla Thunderbird. Those are both provided by Mozilla. Are web browsers that I can use. Thunderbird's Mail, and Chromium is a super secure Chrome. And I'll show you how to get the regular Google Chrome later. And everything I need for the office, LibreOffice Writer, LibreOffice Calc, and LibreOffice Impress are included, and I believe that you can get, wasn't there another LibreOffice? Yeah, Draw and Base and Math. I think those you can get from the store. Alright, access for everyone at the heart of Ubuntu, so I can customize the dock, appearance, assistive technologies, and language support. And I can basically get help and support from Ubuntu. Now, did I miss anything? Oh, and here's the welcome one. Fast and full of new features, the latest version of Ubuntu makes computing easier than ever. Here are just a few cool new things to look out for. And I don't think I read this. You can use the software app to download software. And I'll show you what that is. And here's what it looks like. I can see a bunch of apps that I can use. I don't believe I get the full store in just the I don't think I get the full store in this mode. I honestly don't know, but yeah. So once the installation is finished, I will meet you back here when this is done. See you in a couple of minutes. Okay, installation has finished. You can continue testing Ubuntu now, but until you restart the computer, any changes you made or documents you saved will not be preserved. I could continue testing, but just for the sake of the video, I'm gonna restart now. And I see the little logo. And now I'm gonna say something that says, please remove the installation medium, so we don't boot back into the installer again. Let's go ahead and do that. I just did. And press enter. And you'll see that it froze because it won't show everything. So now I'm just going to go to Ubuntu. On my boot manager, in my case is F9. Gonna go ahead and pause here. Okay, good news. I see the grub bootloader section. You can't see this. I'm gonna press Ubuntu, the very first option, or it'll go in 5 seconds automatically. Now I see an HP logo popping up here. There we go. And good news, I think our installation was successful. Okay, now you can't see this, but I do have a login screen. The screen recorder doesn't actually capture, the OBS doesn't actually capture this while I'm logging in, just for security. And here you can see my cursor, but you can't see my login screen. So I'm going to go ahead and enter my password. And boom, I'm logged in, and the first thing I immediately see is online accounts. Oop, updated software. Oh, no, I'm not gonna do it now. Remind me later. Okay, so what I can do now is I can basically connect to my online accounts. I can do Ubuntu single sign-on, Google, Nextcloud, or Microsoft. I'm just gonna do Google real quick, so I'll pause. Okay, so I've done that. Next. Live patch, would you like to set up live patch now? No, I'm not going to do that now. Help improve Ubuntu. Yes, I do. Yes, send system info. Privacy location services. Yeah, I probably will. I'll probably need it. You're ready to go, and I can see a couple of apps that I could install: Visual Studio Code, Zoom, awesome, Spotify, Slack, PyCharm, Command Prompt, Android Studio, Microsoft Teams, Krita, Plex Media Server, VLC Media Player, OBS, GNU Image, GitKraken, Discord, and OAD, and a bunch of other ones too. Bitwarden, SimpleNote, Idea Community, Darktable, Warzone, 2100, Brave, Shotcut, Telegram Desktop, Opera, Mailspring, Postman, Volitate, Audacity, Sublime Text, and Inkspace. Good to go. Cool. Okay, so, that is my installation of Ubuntu 20.04 LTS, and I really hope this was helpful. This is one of the biggest videos I've ever done on a Linux distribution, but I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to put those below, and I will try to respond as quickly as possible. And as always, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.